Breaking news! Tottenham are closing in on Europe's most watched young midfielder. Stankovic wants Premier League football now. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham's recruitment team have intensified their efforts in Europe, and a new midfield target is rapidly climbing to the top of their January shortlist. According to the well-connected journalist Matteo Moretto, Spurs have turned their full attention to Aleksandar Stankovic, the Serbian powerhouse, who is tearing up the Belgian league and making scouts across the continent sit up. The 20-year-old, currently starring for Club Brugge, has become one of the most watched young midfielders in Europe this season. Tottenham have repeatedly sent their top observers to follow him, but they're far from alone. Newcastle have also been tracking him closely, dispatching their scouting staff to Belgium on multiple occasions. The level of interest is now described as persistent, and both clubs are bracing for a head-to-head battle. But what has sparked this sudden race? One match in particular changed everything. Stankovic's performance against Barcelona in the Champions League sent shockwaves through every recruitment department watching. He didn't just cope with one of the strongest midfields in world football, he imposed himself, showing a level of confidence and physical authority well beyond his age. His ability to disrupt, dictate and dominate stunned even the most seasoned scouts. Since arriving in Belgium, Stankovic has featured in 19 matches across all competitions, but it was his form in October that truly ignited the hype. He played every single minute of Brugge's 4 fixtures that month, acting as the heartbeat of the midfield and delivering displays that left supporters in awe. Behind the scenes, Tottenham insiders view him as a long-term investment with immediate potential. His work rate, positional intelligence and aggression in duels have all been flagged as traits that translate seamlessly to Premier League football. And with Thomas Frank pushing for more dynamism in midfield, Stankovic fits the exact profile being prioritised for 2025. The twist: Spurs know they must move decisively. Brugge are fully aware of the growing queue of admirers, and Newcastle's scouting department has already recommended the club accelerate their approach. Tottenham's advantage is timing. They've monitored him longer and more consistently, but that edge will evaporate quickly if they delay. Stankovic is no longer just a promising youngster. He is one of the fastest rising midfielders in Europe, and Tottenham now face a crucial moment. Push forward with intent or risk losing another emerging star to a Premier League rival ready to pounce. Fresh reports from both Brazil and Europe have sparked a surge of excitement inside Tottenham as the club intensifies efforts to land Palmeiras sensation Victor Roque. The 20-year-old striker, long tipped as one of South America's most explosive forwards, is again at the centre of attention, with Spurs, Manchester United and Chelsea all circling with growing urgency. Team Talk and Football Insider confirm that Roque's name has jumped to the top tier of Premier League scouting departments, largely thanks to his record of 20 goals in 52 matches for Palmeiras. His numbers speak loudly, but the buzz around him has only grown following the latest developments inside Tottenham's recruitment chain. Pete O'Rourke, speaking on the Inside Track podcast, laid out the dilemma facing interested clubs. When Roque arrived at Barcelona from Atlético Paranaense, the excitement was enormous, but the reality was very different. He struggled to settle, struggled for starts, and never really convinced the fan base. Barcelona's gamble didn't work. 16 appearances, only 2 goals, and constant questions about whether the pressure swallowed him too quickly. The loan to Real Betis showed signs of recovery, 7 goals across 33 games, but not the explosive rise many expected. Yet Tottenham appear unmoved by his uneven European record. Behind the scenes, Fabio Paratici has thrown his weight behind the pursuit, with sources in Brazil suggesting Spurs have tracked Roque for months. Paratici is known for chasing gifted prospects before their value skyrockets, and insiders claim he sees an opportunity Tottenham cannot afford to ignore. Palmeiras have set the January price at £42 million, a fee that forces clubs to confront a brutal question. Is Roque a future Premier League star, or another expensive project who will need 2 seasons to adapt? For Spurs, this debate arrives at the worst possible time. Richarlison remains unpredictable, Randall Kolo Muani is recovering from injury, and Thomas Frank needs a forward who can deliver goals immediately, not a long-term rebuild. That tension is exactly why Team Talk cautioned that signing Victor Roque has to be viewed as a gamble, especially for a club chasing European qualification and desperate to stabilise its attack. Even so, nobody doubts the raw attributes that made him such a phenomenon in Brazil. Blistering acceleration, ruthless instincts in the box, and the confidence to carry an attack on his shoulders. Premier League defenders would find him unpredictable, powerful, and combative traits Tottenham have lacked at key moments this season. Inside the fan base, the reaction is split right down the middle. Some supporters see Roque as an electrifying, high-ceiling striker who could transform Spurs in the long term. Others fear another expensive youngster who may buckle under England's physical intensity. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!